In the food service industry, it's very important to maintain your filtration system. Maintaining the system proactively ensures good product quality as well as equipment protection. This happens to be our CSR high flow system. Now we're going to change the cartridges. And we're going to take the incoming water line and we're going to turn off the shutoff valve. I want to make sure that there's no water going into the system. The next step is that we're going to go over here to our drain line and we're going to turn on the flush valve and you're going to run the water to drain. So this is draining all the water through the system as well as the remaining pressure. And just wait a couple minutes. As soon as that is done, you're going to want to drain any remaining pressure in your pre-filter and your post-filter. And if you look at the top of the system, there are red buttons. You just want to depress those buttons and listen for any remaining pressure to go out through the system. And then run to the post-filter at the scale inhibitor, and you're going to do the same thing there. So now we're going to change our pre-filter. We're going to take the wrench, we're going to slide it over the bowl, and loosen up the filter just a little bit, enough that you can get your hands on it and give it a turn the rest of the way. You're going to remove the filter. And we're going to take out our pre-filter. Now this may look dirty and maybe black or green and slimy. That's totally okay. It's doing its job. You just want to throw this away. So before we replace our pre-filter, we want to make sure we inspect the O-ring. It's a little hard to see here, so I'm going to pull it out. This is the O-ring. You can use some food grade silicone on here to just lubricate that so that it sits in there properly. Replace the O-ring and take the new filter and set it in. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna line the bowl up, give it a turn. We don't want it to be too tight. The next step is to replace the carbon filters. What we're gonna do is we're going to turn the filter a quarter and pull it out. Now we take the brand new filter and it comes wrapped. So we're going to pull the plastic off of here. The next important thing is to make sure we remove this cap. Now these two little wings here on the filter is what we're going to use to line up to get that quarter of turn. So you may need to look underneath. Once you have them lined up, push the filter in and give it that quarter turn and it's ready to go. Now we're going to change the post filter, which is the scale stick. We're going to get our wrench again, slide it up there and loosen it up a little bit. And use your hands to take the filter off the rest of the way. Pop the bowl off, and sometimes your scale stick could be stuck up in here. That's totally fine. Pop that off and throw away your scale stick. Now you're going to take the new scale stick, push it up onto the manifold. Take your bowl. Now you want to make sure you check the O-ring as well on the post filter that you did on the pre-filter and replace the O-ring if necessary. Line up the bowl, line up the threads, give it a turn. Now that our filters have been changed, we want to flush these cartridges. These are carbon cartridges, so they may have some loose carbon. So what we want to do is we want to shut off our drain valve for a second, turn on the water line, and now we're going to take our drain line and run this to either a floor drain or a bucket again, and turn the flush valve back on. Because what we're going to do is we turn this on, we are wetting the cartridge media and allowing any of those loose carbon fines that might be in there to go down the drain. So now that this has been flushed, what we're going to do is we are going to shut off our incoming water line and then shut off the drain valve. And then turn the system back on and you're ready to go. Many people ask us when they should change their filters. When you change the filters, you can take a simple marker, write the date on there that you're changing them, and then proactively change them in 6 months. Replacing the filters on your food service water treatment system is an easy way to ensure high product quality, as well as ensure that you have the best equipment protection on your water using equipment. Pentair is always here to help if you have any questions or need more information.